Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are a dog owner, there is a pretty good chance you have experienced this moment. You wake up in the morning, barely able to move, and realize your dog has somehow claimed half the bed, snuggled right up against you, or maybe even sprawled directly on top of you. You look at them, completely unbothered and deeply asleep, and you just have to smile. It is one of those little moments that makes having a dog so incredibly special. But it also leaves you wondering, why does my dog always want to sleep next to me? Is it just habit, or is there something deeper going on? Well, that is exactly what we are diving into today. By the end of this video, you are going to understand your dog on a whole new level. So let us get into it. To understand why your dog does this, we need to go back thousands of years. Dogs did not always curl up on cozy beds or plush sofas. They descended from wolves, and wolves are deeply social pack animals. In the wild, wolves did not sleep alone. They huddled together in groups, sharing body warmth during cold nights and keeping each other safe from predators. Sleeping together was not just a preference, it was a survival strategy. Every wolf in the pack depended on the others for protection and security, and being physically close during rest was a critical part of that system. Now here is the fascinating part. Even though dogs have been domesticated for roughly 15,000 years, that ancient pack instinct never fully disappeared. It is wired deep into their DNA. The behaviors that helped wolves survive in the wild are still quietly running in the background of your dog's mind every single day, including at bedtime. Now that we understand where this behavior comes from, let's talk about how it applies to your life at home. Dogs do not see a clear separation between themselves and their human family. To your dog, you are not just an owner or a caretaker. You are their pack. Every single member of your household, from the adults to the kids, fits into that deeply wired social structure your dog carries within them. So when your dog chooses to leave their cozy dog bed and curl up right beside you at night, they are making a very deliberate and instinctual choice. They are placing themselves within their pack, exactly where they feel they belong. This is not random behavior or simply a quirky habit. It is your dog communicating something profound without saying a single word. They feel connected to you, they trust you completely, and being beside you at night is their way of honoring that bond. Now let's talk about something that goes even deeper than pack instinct, and that is the concept of security and safety. Think about it this way. Sleep is one of the most vulnerable states any living creature can be in. When you are asleep, your guard is completely down, your awareness fades, and you are essentially defenseless. Animals in the wild understand this on a primal level, and dogs are no different. Instinctively, dogs seek out the safest possible spot when it is time to rest. They are not just looking for a soft surface, they are looking for protection. And for your dog, that safest spot in the entire world is right beside you. Your presence alone communicates something incredibly powerful to your dog. It signals that there is no danger nearby, that everything is calm, and that someone trustworthy is keeping watch. You are not just a sleeping companion. To your dog, you are a living, breathing security system that makes the night feel completely safe. Now here is something simple yet fascinating. One of the most practical reasons your dog loves sleeping next to you is pure, natural body heat. Think about it. Your body constantly radiates warmth throughout the night, making you essentially a living, breathing heating pad. And dogs absolutely love that. This instinct goes back to their wild ancestors who would huddle together not just for safety, but to stay physically warm during cold nights. That same drive exists in your dog today. This is especially noticeable in smaller breeds like Chihuahuas or Dachshunds, and dogs with shorter coats like Greyhounds or Boxers. These dogs feel temperature changes much more intensely than larger or thicker-coated breeds. So when your dog burrows under the blanket or presses their body tightly against yours at night, they are not just being cute. They are genuinely seeking physical comfort and warmth, and you are their favorite, most reliable source of it. Beyond instinct and physical comfort, there is something even deeper driving your dog to sleep beside you, and that is pure emotional attachment. Dogs are not simply creatures of habit or survival. They are deeply emotional animals capable of forming powerful bonds with the humans they love. Research has shown that dogs experience emotions in ways that are remarkably similar to humans, including feelings of joy, fear, grief, and affection. When your dog chooses to curl up next to you at night, it is genuinely expressing love. Think about how humans naturally want to be physically close to the people they care about most. We hug, we hold hands, we sit close together. Dogs do the same thing in their own way. Sleeping beside you is your dog's version of an embrace. It is their way of saying, "You are my person, and I want to be as close to you as possible." That closeness deepens your bond every single night. Now here is something truly fascinating that goes beyond instinct and emotion. There is actual science happening when your dog curls up beside you at night. It all comes down to oxytocin, commonly known as the love hormone. This powerful chemical is released in the brain during moments of close physical contact and bonding. What makes this even more remarkable is that both you and your dog experience this release simultaneously. When your dog nestles against you as you drift off to sleep, both of your bodies are literally producing this feel-good hormone together. It is not just your dog being cute or clingy. It is a genuine biochemical exchange of affection happening in real time. This shared hormonal response actively strengthens the emotional bond between you and your pet over time. So every night your dog chooses to sleep beside you, that connection is growing deeper on a biological level that science can actually measure. And here is something truly fascinating that most people never think about. Your scent plays a massive role in why your dog wants to sleep right beside you every single night. Dogs have an extraordinary sense of smell, estimated to be anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 times more powerful than a human's. That means your unique scent is something your dog knows better than almost anything else in the world. It is deeply familiar, deeply comforting, and deeply associated with safety and love. When your dog curls up next to you at night, they are essentially wrapping themselves in your scent like a warm blanket. That smell signals to their brain that everything is okay, that their favorite person is close, and that there is absolutely nothing to worry about. It is one of the most natural and instinctive forms of comfort a dog can experience. Now, let's talk about something that many dog owners may not immediately connect to sleep, and that is separation anxiety. For dogs that have experienced abandonment, rehoming, or significant stress in their past, nighttime can actually feel like an especially vulnerable and uncertain time. These dogs often become noticeably clingier once the lights go out, pressing close to their owners as if afraid that morning might never come. Sleeping next to you gives them something incredibly powerful, which is real-time proof that you are still there. Every breath you take, every shift you make throughout the night, quietly reassures them that they have not been left behind. Over time, this closeness transforms bedtime from something potentially stressful into a deeply calming and predictable ritual. For anxious dogs especially, your presence at night is not just comforting, it is genuinely healing in ways that go far beyond simple companionship or habit. Now here is something fascinating to think about. The exact spot your dog chooses to sleep next to you is not random at all. It is actually communicating something meaningful about how your dog feels about you and your relationship together. Take a dog that sleeps pressed tightly against your body. That close physical contact is a clear sign of deep trust and genuine affection. Your dog feels completely safe and emotionally connected to you. On the other hand, a dog that settles at your feet is displaying something slightly different but equally beautiful. That position reflects a strong, protective, and loyal instinct. Your dog is essentially standing guard, watching over you even while resting. Some dogs sleep curled near your back, while others sprawl across your legs. Each position carries its own subtle meaning. These sleeping choices are quiet little messages your dog sends every single night, revealing just how deeply they feel about you. But here is something beautiful about this whole arrangement. It is not just your dog benefiting from sleeping beside you. You are getting something out of it too. Research has shown that sleeping near a pet can actually reduce stress levels, lower blood pressure, and improve overall sleep quality for many people. Think about it. When your dog curls up beside you, their slow, rhythmic breathing acts almost like a natural white noise machine. Their warmth feels grounding and reassuring, especially on nights when you feel restless or anxious. Scientists have found that simply being near a dog can trigger the release of serotonin and oxytocin in humans, the same feel-good chemicals your dog experiences. So what starts as your dog seeking comfort from you actually becomes a two-way exchange of calm and connection. You are both giving each other exactly what the other needs, and that is genuinely remarkable when you stop to think about it. Now, we completely understand that co-sleeping is not without its concerns. Many owners worry about hygiene, especially if their dog spends time outdoors. Others find that their dog shifts around at night, causing sleep disruption. Some even fear that allowing their dog in bed might reinforce overly clingy or dependent behavior during the day. These are all completely valid points worth taking seriously. However, it is important to look at the full picture here. Regular grooming, routine baths, and keeping up with flea and tick prevention can significantly reduce hygiene-related worries. Setting consistent boundaries about when and where your dog sleeps can also help manage any behavioral concerns. The truth is, for most dog owners who maintain good habits, co-sleeping does not create problems. Instead, it becomes a genuinely rewarding nightly ritual that benefits both the owner and the dog in meaningful, lasting ways. Now, it is worth noting that not every dog expresses this closeness in the same way, and a lot of that comes down to breed. Some breeds are simply hardwired to be more affectionate and people-oriented than others. Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers, and Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, for example, are notorious for wanting to be glued to their owners, including at bedtime. These breeds were developed specifically to work closely alongside humans, so their desire for physical closeness runs incredibly deep. On the other end of the spectrum, more independent breeds like Basenjis, Shiba Inus, or Chow Chows may prefer having their own sleeping space and value a bit of personal territory. However, even these more self-sufficient dogs will occasionally wander over and curl up beside you during the night. So whether your dog is practically Velcroed to your side or just visits occasionally, the underlying desire for connection is still very much there, just expressed differently depending on their breed personality. So there you have it, a complete look at why your dog loves sleeping right beside you. It all comes down to a beautiful combination of deeply rooted instincts and genuine emotion. From their ancient pack instinct inherited from wolf ancestors, to the search for security during vulnerable sleeping hours, to simply soaking up your body warmth on a cold night, every reason connects back to how much your dog values you. The emotional bond you share is strengthened through physical closeness, and your familiar scent alone is enough to calm their entire nervous system. For dogs dealing with anxiety, your presence at night is nothing short of reassuring. Each of these reasons points to the same truth. When your dog chooses to sleep next to you, they are not just being cute or clingy. They are showing you, in the most sincere way they know how, that they trust you completely and love you deeply. So the next time your dog curls up beside you at night, take a moment to truly appreciate it. That little gesture carries millions of years of instinct, a whole lot of love, and an unspoken trust that is honestly pretty special. You are not just a bed buddy to your dog. You are their safe place, their comfort, and their favorite person in the entire world. How beautiful is that? Now we would love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us where your dog loves to sleep. Do they take over the whole bed, or do they curl up at your feet? And do you allow co-sleeping, or do you have a no dogs on the bed rule? There are no wrong answers here. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content about understanding your dog's amazing behavior. We will see you in the next one.